love me for my ambition.
So the Justice Department, that's right, the Justice Department government is suing Ticketmaster and Live Nation, right? This comes off of a month after they had the Live Nation had that $25 deal, summer concert sale. Oh my God, $25 for tickets. I had a feeling it was suspicious. I guess they've done it last year. They've kind of been doing it for a couple of years. Gave me liquidation vibes. And it gave me like,
me too.
These artists are not in agreement with this. Why would they be in agreement to sell all my tickets for below retail? How do you make money from a $25 ticket up close? Doesn't make any sense.
Unless they're getting advances.
Unless they're getting advances. That could only maybe make sense. But the lawsuit could potentially lead to the breakup of Live Nation Entertainment, a company that resulted from Ticketmaster's 2010 merger with concert promoter Live Nation. Right? Damn, I forgot that Live Nation and Ticketmaster are together at the same company. That's crazy.
That's like when Nike bought StockX.
That's insane.
It's when Nike bought StockX.
Holy shit.
It's the same way how you want to know who's the
Foot
biggest?
Locker, was it Foot Locker, Nike and Foot Locker?
I think so,
Or
yeah.
some shit like that, no? Am I
Yeah,
bugging?
no, you're right. It's like Nike and Foot Locker, Nike and StockX. There's also something funny. It happens in every industry.
Or
You know-
Grailed and Foot Locker?
it
Some
might
shit
have
like
been
that.
Grailed, yeah. You know who's the biggest investors in healthcare?
Girl blocked me.
Give a guess.
Who?
Sugar companies, McDonald's, all the fast food companies.
Damn.
Because they know once you eat their food, you get sick, you're gonna have to buy healthcare.
It's that cycle.
Yep.
They create the cycle of they create the cause
And then they give
and they
you
got
the solution.
they got you the solution for the effect.
Same way with same with Ticketmaster Live Nation. You can't afford the Live Nation ticket. You can't get it in time. You go to Ticketmaster.
Bro, it's crazy.
It's a hustle.
Listen, man. I think the best hustle you can get into, bro, is, and I'm putting y'all on game. I'm putting y'all on game.
You got the secrets.
Listen, invest your money or open a. Why am I blanking out on the name? On a funeral home.
He's not even lying, bro.
Yeah, because people always die.
Giving y'all game.
There's a decline in what do they call them? Taxitologists? I don't know what they call them.
The people that handle the dead and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
When you stuff the bodies?
Yeah, those people that deal with the funeral stuff. Bro, it's a dying art. People aren't going to school for that shit no more.
So they're just burning ashes now?
Invest.
You can get. You still need to. No, for you to get cremated, you still have to be viewed by by someone.
So
Unless you don't want to.
the Justice Department on Thursday accused Live Nation of engaging in a slew of practices that have allowed it to maintain a stronghold over the live music scene. They accused it of of using long-term contracts to keep venues from choosing rival ticketers, blocking venues from using multiple ticket sellers, and threatening venues that they could lose money and fans if they don't choose Ticketmaster. So basically forcing the actual artists that are on Live Nation, you're doing our concerts through us, you have to sell on Ticketmaster. Like, that's the app only, right? And I think it leads to Taylor Swift, because there was a huge uproar during the Taylor Swift Eras concert of 2022 until 2023, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, that resulted in a bunch of Swifties. They encountered a problem when they were trying to buy tickets through Ticketmaster to the Pop Stars Eras Tour. And that was the thing that shined a light on the cracks in the U.S. ticketing system, because the fans were so outraged, calling, sending so many emails that the government had to pay attention. And then Taylor Swift made a call. Remember, she met with the government and everything, you know. And this is the same woman that had Twitter delete the AI photo of her from online, like vanished, like no one could find that photo no more because it's Taylor Swift, like she has that power, right? State Attorney Generals, 30 of whom joined the Justice Department's lawsuit, started probing Ticketmaster after the Taylor Swift situation happened, right? So thanks to Taylor Swift, we might actually now get an actual solution to the actual scam that's happening with Live Nation, Ticketmaster, and just in general with ticketing from these companies. We got to thank Taylor Swift. You know, so she's a legend for that no matter what. The widespread social media outcry even led to the Senate hearing that they had. They had a whole Senate hearing for this and everything. Ticket prices gone up for multiple reasons. Since the COVID pandemic, there was an actual surge that happened in the demand after that. Live Nation reported last month that the worldwide ticket sales for the top 100 tours in 2023 jumped 46%. with the previous year in comparison. Damn. Bringing in $9.17 billion in sales last year for tickets. Attendance at the Live Nation produced events jumped 20% to a staggering $145 million, 145 million people last year. According to the trade publication Polestar, the average ticket price went from the 100 top tours in 2023, which was $122 average price, and that was 17% higher than the year before and 31% increase compared to the average ticket price in 2018. And I believe this because remember when the Bad Bunny tickets dropped? The retail on that shit was crazy, bro.
Ridiculous, bro.
Bro, there was Bad Bunny tickets that dropped.
I remember like 10K.
No, not even that. That was probably resale, maybe VIP. But I'm talking about just regular ticket prices where you were able to get 4 years ago Bad Bunny tickets at retail in the bleachers, probably like $75, $80. Those same bleacher tickets were like $150, and it's like
on Live Nation's website
on Ticketmaster, regular retail price, not resale. So it was crazy. So that's why.
Let's not talk about the fees.
Now that's without fees, and that's why.
And I know it's true because
I thought Ticketmaster
bought
was the resale.
No, you can resell on there.
You can route. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
But you can only resell Ticketmaster tickets on Ticketmaster.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Like you can't resell ticket unless you buy
That's why I
them
was
physically.
confused.
You know, they don't let you do that. Like it's like
Okay.
or you can sell them on eBay and shit. But like you can't use a ticket resale app if
what
you're buying Ticketmaster tickets. You can only use them, and it's called verified resale. It's a scam because they charge you when you do that. Right? They take a huge percentage. They don't take as much as StubHub, etc. They take more,
and they fee it again.
and they fee you at your ass again. And when you buy them, they fee your ass again too. So they're eating. Think about it. They eat when they get the contract from the artist, etc. Boom. That's one time that they eat from fees for that. So it's like, oh, even if you don't sell tickets, we get our money.
They eat when
they sell the
purchased
tickets
the first time.
Then they eat when
it's resold.
When it's resold, right? When you sell it, when you list it to sell, then they eat when you buy them from the reseller. This is a quadruple loophole of money.
It's crazy, bro.
No, there's another layer. My boy told me this last Friday. They have agreements with these venues. They own some of these venues.
I believe it.
They better.
There was an artist having a whole. I forgot who it was. It was like it was a rapper. Fuck, I think it might have been JID. He was talking about how like, bro, in an interview, these niggas make so much money off selling the fucking shit at the stadium, like hot dogs, water, because it's all fucking racked out the ass.
Yeah.
They're making like millions, bro, off that shit.
Parking,
and they
the
benefit
artists don't
off of
see a
it.
dollar from that. The artists don't see a dollar from the parking lot, none of that shit.
So can
None of
we
it.
ask why don't artists just sell tickets themselves?
That's what a lot of them have been doing. That's why you see these festivals popping up, like the Tyler Creative Fest. These people are doing their own events and stuff because they're trying to separate from Live Nation. The thing is that Live Nation has a chokehold. Live
monopoly.
Nation, I've heard rumors from sources in the past, people that actually work in music festivals, etc., do their own festivals, own parties, that there's like a actual, like if you work with Live Nation, like if you have a Live Nation event, like within the radius of that event and within a time frame, like you can't do another event. Like it's like a what's it called? Like a not a chokehold. What's like a term for that? Like you're not allowed. Like they have it's like a permission thing. Like you're not granted access to
With the government?
not with the government, but like another venue, like not another venue, but like another festival can't happen. Like if Live Nation had an event here and you're an artist that already had a thing here, that's why a lot of artists sometimes like they'll have their concerts or whatever, but they might not be even able to do a certain festival, right? That's why some artists sometimes why hasn't so and so done a festival or done this festival, blah blah. It's probably because they're a Live Nation artist. They have a Live Nation tour contract, so Live Nation doesn't permit you to do. It has to be Live Nation events only, and that's in the contract.
Okay, I'm thinking because to do a festival, you have to get permits from the government. I'm thinking, wait, the government's blocking these things? Okay, so basically, there's a clause in there that says
That's a term.
Yeah, that you have because it's the same way how it's called a what's competition?
Non-compete. Non-compete clause.
Yeah, that's what it is. So they have non-compete
Big
clause.
boy terms, big boy words.
They do it for even when you work as a worker. If you try to find a new job, you might have a non-compete clause that doesn't allow you to search for new work until you quit your current job. It's ridiculous. So I can imagine Live Nation has that, but why the fuck do they have to sign a contract with Live Nation?
Bro, these artists are way too big to be doing it. Bro, just do your shit your own.
I don't understand. No, but I don't
You
understand.
guys,
So to
you
perform,
guys
you
can
need to
easily
sign-
just kill that shit off so easily.
But this is my question.
Because the thing, they have a hold. They're the market.
So wait,
Who
you
else
have to,
competes with Live Nation?
you have to sell your rights to perform to them to be able to perform in their venues, and under their system.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
You know how insane that is.
There was a clip I'll play real quick of John Bellion. He was on the George Janko podcast. I tweeted the clip today, and he basically spoke about what we're talking about right now.
And Mark, I
I got
get
to
where
a
you're
place in
coming
my
from.
career,
It is
we
hard
sold
though
out
to have your own
10,000
event because you got to promote it. You got to have the capital to like have the event.
Bro, these big artists can do it.
The big artists, yeah, but the small ones got to sell their souls.
Rolling Loud is
yeah.
trying to make their mark with that because Rolling Loud is throwing people's tours now. They're trying to like have people's tours because they
The
know
police.
they know what they're doing. But then yeah, that's the thing. They have a reputation of cops always being at their events, etc. But Rolling Loud is trying to do that. And I believe obviously they have no ties to Live Nation. So there's other smaller independent people like a Rolling Loud trying to do that. But Live Nation is the big kahuna. Here's John Bellion exposing Live Nation.
I got to a place in my career, we sold out 10,000 people at Jones Beach. I mean, it was like the height of everything for me, and it was right around the time I figured out how my Live Nation contract worked. And it was right around the time I figured out how my record deal actually worked.
And how did that make you feel?
It was like panic attacks. It was like, oh my gosh, if A plus B equals C, I'm never gonna pay this back. I'm gonna be on the road 11 months a year just trying to pay back. Live Nation, they're getting everybody coming 12 ways, 12 times a Tuesday.
Are you with Live Nation?
No, I paid myself out of the deal, and I had to pay 25% extra on what they advanced me. When you figure that out on the road and you're thinking,
Wow.
man, why did we buy 300 rolls of toilet paper? Why do we have to spend this much on catering every day? Wait a second, what? In my contract it says
Because it's not their money, it's
you gotta
yours.
spend this much on catering and it comes out of my pocket?
Yeah.
But then I have to pay an advance back? And by the way, the advance that you have to give me is only on hard ticket sales. So the concept's called peanuts, parking, and alcohol. When I sell out 10,000 people at Jones Beach, the person who buys a $20 hot dog, I don't see a dime of that. The person who buys $40 for parking, I don't see a dime of that. And the person who buys $20 vodka and Red Bull, I don't see a dime of that. And then you advance me $1 million and tell me I'm rich to then find out that you're making $4 million a night. It takes me 36 shows to pay back the $1 million you advanced me.
It's a loan.
It's a fake loan.
It's a fake loan that it's like, we're going to give you a loan so you can make our money off of your creation.
And then it hit me, oh my gosh, they own all the venues. It's a monopoly. So then now they just want my body in this room so they can sell food and alcohol. So then they're gonna make tons of money. And then they got me like schlepping around the United States talking about, I wanna be famous. So when you figure that out, Joe Schmo pays $20 for a hot dog and I don't see that. And if I'm only making my advance back on hard ticket sales, that means I have to sell out every single venue in order to not go in the red. Because I'm only paying my advance back on hard ticket sales. And by the way, they reserve the right in the contract to put the tickets on sale. So when it's $100 a ticket and they do their summer blowout sale, the tickets are only $10. So instead of me paying back $90 a ticket, right before
'Cause they
I
just
go
want
on
bodies
tour,
in the door.
they drop a John Bellion sale and the tickets are only $10.
What a bunch of scammers.
Bro, it's just crazy.
Yo.
Live Nation,
But wait,
they're really the devil.
I'm confused. Because what you're telling me is you don't make money off streaming. The only money you make is merch and touring. But Live Nation has trapped you in another version of a 360 contract. My nigga, how the fuck do these artists have money?
Bro, this is why a lot of times, like artists, we get mad. Like, why don't they come to Providence? Why don't they go to certain cities? Why don't they never perform there? Sometimes they just can't legally. That's what it really be. You know, if you look up the stats, let's just see. I'm gonna look up right now how many people, like how many. Let's see, like how many venues does Live Nation own? For example,
I wonder how bad Drake's Live Nation contract is. I wonder how bad Kendrick's is.
out of the depth. Oh, it was an article. The depth of Live Nation's dominance. Krista Brown, 2023. Shout out to Krista Brown. This is pretty cool.
You gotta love American capitalism.
So she's saying that in 2010, touring made up 82% of the artist's income. By 2022, it's now made up of roughly 95% of the artist's income. Wow. That's how important touring is. Live Nation / Ticketmaster is the largest entertainment company in the world, dominating every corner of the live events and more specifically live music industries. Let me see. There's a part where she highlights the specifics here. All right, where she says, out of 88 56 of them are operated by Live Nation, which means that Live Nation operates at the majority of 64% of the top grossing amphitheaters in the United States, which with control over these theaters, Live Nation is able to leverage that power to dominate ticketing and other segments in the industry. Holy shit. According to Pollstar's 2022 venue data, the 88 of the top 10 amphitheaters are located in the United States. Bro, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Wait, what is going on? Please retweet this based on what you were discussing.
How many of the theaters do they own? Did it say again?
So wait, so my bad. Someone's tweeting me. They're watching the live stream. They're tweeting me. Shout out to you, bro. But he's telling me to retweet the John Billion. We're talking about the John Billion thing right now. We're talking about right now, and I don't gotta retweet it. I posted it earlier. I posted it earlier on Twitter. I posted it 4 hours ago. But yeah, 64% of the top grossing amphitheaters in the United States they own. Majority, 64.
No, it's a monopoly. This is legally a monopoly.
10% is a lot. 10% of the theaters is a lot. 64% is like overkill. So it's like the government's not being involved. They might shut this whole shit down.
They do what they did with Microsoft. No, they didn't do it with Microsoft. They did it with IBM, I think it was. The antitrust law. So they would split apart the company. It's what happened on Rhode Island with National Grid when they broke it apart into 6 companies.
But the thing is, if they do that, the music industry is going to suffer because there's going to be a moment of confusion. What's going to happen with these tours? What's going to happen with these contracts? What's going to happen, right? Someone's going to have to save them, right? And then guess who's going to rise? The independent artists, the independent venues, the independence is going back to where it should be, the independence route, right? People are tired of like getting scammed, etc. Blah, blah, blah. People are questioning everything. Now, when it comes to ticketing and touring, the truth is being revealed. The truth is properly being revealed. And it took the Swifties to clamor up for people to actually take it seriously. But
my only fear is
this is craziness.
There's another route that stuff like this takes. Because legally, you can't stop this no matter how hard you try. There's no laws for this. It's what happens with cell phone companies, internet providers. I think every major industry in the United States has this problem. Instead of a monopoly, like Google's a monopoly.
Yeah.
Twitter's technically a monopoly. Instagram's technically a monopoly. Well, Meta. But if you look at Verizon, if you look at AT&T, stuff like that, if you go to like when you go to the grocery store, Kraft and stuff like that, we call it an oligopoly. An oligopoly is when 2 to 3 or 4 people own majority of market share. And they purposely they don't come together. Well, there's been rumors and there've been reports that they do come together and they set prices. But they kind of agree to never go above certain prices to fuck up their profit margins. My fear is if Live Nation is forced to split apart, instead of dealing with one Live Nation, you're dealing with 4 now. And that has happened before.
Yeah.
They would split a monopoly and then 4 powerhouses would just come together and buy the market share out, the majority of it. And now you have this situation where they're artificially keeping prices at a certain level. So it's never going to go up or down. They're going to keep it there because that's the best for profit. And we saw it with the whole thing. Remember back in 2018, 17, when niggas is like, we can't sell the internet away. We can't sell our rights away. Remember that whole thing with the FCC nigga?
Yeah.
It was this whole thing. It was about the internet. It was
the .com stuff? .com era?
It was no. It was the rights, basically the cell towers and the ability to have cell towers.
Yeah.
They were trying to change the laws around it. And everyone's like, oh, we got to stop this. They're going to fuck up the whole situation. Bro, these companies, the reason why AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, it's the same price is because they agreed on that. With the service they give, they agreed on that price as a group to give to the consumer.
Yeah.
So my fear is this. Yeah, maybe we're getting drastically fucked because there's one person. Now, if you split it apart and it's 4 people now, then those 4 people can just say, oh, instead of you paying $200 to see Bad Bunny, it's $150.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about it because now the 4 competitors have all agreed we're going to keep it here because we're still going to make profit. None of y'all are going to run away from us because there's nowhere else to go. We own majority of the market share.
Especially because I feel like after the pandemic, people were dying to get out, right? People were dying. Let's go to concerts. I was saying, like, first concert, first festival, I'm there, blah, 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 like that energy, right? So they took advantage of that. Like, people feel that way, blah, blah.
Of course.
Right? But then we have these club promoters saying that the night scene's dying, right? Club life's dying. These venues, people are not selling out their tickets. You have to be of a Nicki Minaj status to sell out tickets, right? I think it's because everything's aligned. So even by their own structure of the demise, they're trying to be selfish, but it's backfiring on them, you know. And now we have Connecticut Attorney General William Tong. He tried to get Taylor Swift tickets for his kids, but he ran into trouble like many Americans did during the Eras tour. He joined 29 other states, D.C., and the Justice Department in an antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation Entertainment, accusing the world's largest concert promoter and ticketing company of running an illegal monopoly and calling to break up its merger with Ticketmaster. Here's a clip.
Service fees, convenience fees, payment processing fees, facility fees, handling fees, shipping fees, ticketing fees. Just pay us because we told you fees. That is the price we pay for their control. So from the venue, right, to the promotion, to the ticketing, to the sales, to customers, they control everything. What ends up happening for all of us is we have no choice. We have no effective consumer choice.
This is crazy and this is scary. And we as fans of music, anyone that's a fan of music, if you listen to music, you enjoy what's going on, you have to. And even if you're a creator, especially if you're a creator and you're an artist yourself, you need to pay attention to what's happening with Ticketmaster and Live Nation. They are an actual monopoly right before our eyes. They're actually the devil in business in business form. Literally the devil in business form right before our fucking eyes, right? And it's like now we have these people, the government coming together, people of the, you know, actual state representatives coming together, and it might be the end of Live Nation. Listen, I'll be here clapping along if it is. So, you know, there we have it with that. Other news story.
They gon' love me for my ambition.